in court here to get you ready and prepare you for the return of intense heat.
Yeah, here we go, Kelly. We've been a bit spoiled earlier this week. Really, the start to summer 1 week ago, we saw that massive dip in temperatures with lower 80s in the valley that extended into the first weekend of summer. But now, as we wrap up the tail end of your first work week of the summer season, it's feeling a lot more summer-like across our region, and this is more of what we expect to see through this time of year. So sunny to mostly sunny skies and getting hotter for today. Major heat ahead for your weekend and at least through the middle of next week. So today, hotter than yesterday, but this weekend, much hotter than what we're seeing this afternoon. And then mountain thunderstorm chances also returning in your forecast from the start to middle of next week in the late afternoon and evening hours. That's from Monday through at least Wednesday. And that's going to be a concern for fire danger. Here's the view outside right now over Highway 99 in North Chico. This is from the Eaton Road exit area, and you're not seeing any travel impacts here. As far as the weather is concerned, there's no travel impacts in store for you today or moving through for the weekend. Next week, as we see that chance for mountain thunderstorms, that could impact travel in our higher elevations. Temperatures right now starting out in the low to mid 60s across the board for the valley, 64 degrees in Chico, 66 degrees in Redding, 63 degrees in Red Bluff, and 68 degrees for Orville. We're seeing 50s to 60s in the foothills right now, 67 degrees in Paradise, and we're mostly in the 40s now in our mountain zones, but we only dipped out of the 50s in the last hour, so it's been staying pretty warm overnight. Winds this morning starting out of the north around 5 miles an hour in Red Bluff right now. We'll see more often than not north winds through the day today. Briefly, we'll see a shift to southeast winds in the mid-valley this afternoon, but that's not going to do much at all to limit heating. Short uptick in winds out of the northwest along the west side of the valley this evening as well, and that does elevate fire danger briefly. And then it's south winds returning for tomorrow, but they're going to arrive too late in the day to really help limit any heating. And then we're seeing a similar trend for those winds on Sunday. So they'll be out of the south. It might help feel it a bit more comfortable with that south breeze, but those temperatures are going to be oppressively hot through the weekend forecast. Clear skies for most of us overnight into this morning on the hyper-local look at the satellite and radar. High pressure, a strong ridge off the coast, is now going to be combining with additional areas of high pressure to our east and northeast, and those are building into our region, driving the sunshine, the dry conditions, and the hotter temperatures heading our way, acting as a blocking pattern to keep any chance for showers well to our north. So get ready. It's going to be really hot out there heading into this afternoon and even hotter this weekend as that high pressure continues to build in. Moving forward, your hyper-local look at the satellite and radar and into your futurecast. Some thin clouds brushing through Glenn and Butte counties early to midday today, as well as the northern mountains, and then sunny to mostly sunny skies for the afternoon. We'll see some clouds brushing on South Rural briefly overnight tonight, and then sunny skies on tap for your Saturday. A few clouds in the afternoon in the mountains, but they're not going to do anything for us. Sunday still sunny, and then we do start to see some moisture over our higher elevations Sunday into Monday. Tuesday into Wednesday, it looks more likely we'll see some scattered shower and thunderstorm activity. And again, this is going to be a big concern for fire danger. Our fuels have really dried out with how dry and hot it's been, so fire danger is going to be very elevated with the potential for lightning. Higher elevations today for the northern mountains, 80s to lower 90s for the most part, 80s to mid 90s really. 80s to low 90s in the Sierra and Southern Cascades today. Foothills in the 80s to low 90s as well. 91 for Paradise, 89 degrees in Magalia. If you're in the valley, triple digit heat projected for the northern zones. 102 degrees in Redding and Anderson, 101 for Red Bluff, 98 degrees for Chico, 97 degrees for Orville, 100 in Willows. Get ready. It's going to be hot this afternoon and oppressively hot this weekend. Temperatures that back up to 102 degrees for Saturday and Sunday in Chico, staying in the triple digits through the middle of next week with overnight lows only dipping into the upper 60s to lower 70s. Redding, triple digit heat is projected for every afternoon in your 7-day forecast, up to 105 Saturday, 106 Sunday, and then between 103 to 106 degrees from the start to middle of next week with lows in the low to mid 70s. This is going to be a substantial heat wave that we're just arriving at right now.
Okay, we're ready. Thanks, Court.